I Begged You by Reddit user Stellar Path. Please, I am literally begging you, I say, but the executioner only sighs and gives me a truly sorrowful look as he slides the IV into my arm. The chaplain sits beside me. Once he pushes the button, the drug will be administered in quick succession. Unconsciousness will occur in roughly 30 seconds and death soon after that, he explained. Even though I have heard it so many times before already. Any final words? Just, again, I beg you not to do this, I say. The chaplain nods sadly, sorrowful that I do not face my execution with a clean conscience. That's the thing, though. I haven't murdered anyone. It's been this way my entire life. I don't know why, but whenever I would accidentally hurt myself, others near me would receive the wound. I once got a paper cut in class that caused the 3 people around me to bleed from their fingers. In high school, I was in a car accident, and even though my side of the car was hit, my girlfriend developed a broken leg. I'm always very careful. I take care of myself, trying to stay in the very best of health. But when I was mugged by that trio and he shot me in the face, their faces exploded, not mine. And when the cops came, they found me kneeling beside their bodies, trying to figure out what to do, and stupidly holding their gun. Around 30 seconds after the executioner started, I see both the executioner and chaplain fall to the floor with a hard thump. I begged you, I repeated sadly. The Doll by Unknown. In the old days, a lot of the time, little kids were buried with their favorite toy. It could be anything, a wooden sailboat, a little baseball bat, an old doll, anything the kid loved. Beth Parsons' toy, a rag doll with 2 blue button eyes, was buried with her when she died, just like that. 2 weeks after the funeral, when her father found the doll laying on the front porch, he decided there must have been a mistake and quickly reburied it. A week and a half after that, when Beth's mother found the doll, dirty and wet, on the floor of Beth's old playroom, she brought it to the family priest, and together they blessed it and buried it again in the little girl's plot. When they found the doll the 3rd time, sitting on Beth's old bed, there was a little note. It's too cold and dark in there. I don't like it. Why won't you let me come home? In the Kitchen by Unknown. A young girl is playing in her bedroom when she hears her mother call to her from the kitchen, so she runs downstairs to meet her mother. As she's running through the hallway, the door to the cupboard under the stairs opens, and a hand reaches out and pulls her in. It's her mother. She whispers to her child, "Don't go into the kitchen. I heard it too." Bad Dream by Unknown. Daddy, I had a bad dream. You blink your eyes and pull up on your elbows. Your clock glows red in the darkness. It's 3:23. Do you want to climb into bed and tell me about it? No, Daddy. The oddness of the situation wakes you up more fully. You can barely make out your daughter's pale form in the darkness of your room. Why not, sweetie? Because in my dream, when I told you about the dream, the thing wearing Mommy's skin sat up. For a moment, you feel paralyzed. You can't take your eyes off your daughter. The covers behind you begin to shift. Blind Man by Unknown. In Berlin, after World War II, money was hard to earn. Food supplies were low, and people were starving. At that time, there was a young woman who saw a blind man breaking through the crowd. She asked, "Where are you heading?" "How can I help you?" The man then asked her, "Can you give this letter to my friend?" She read the address and agreed. After walked a few steps, she turned to see if there was anything else the blind man needed, but was too late. The man was already rushing through the crowd, surprisingly without glasses or a cane. She became suspicious, so she went to the police. When the police conducted an investigation into the address on the envelope, they found a terrible thing. 3 butchers cutting up human flesh and sold them to hungry people at a low price. And what was in the envelope from the blind man? A note which simply said, "This is the last meal I can give you today." The Never-Ending Road by Unknown. In Corona, California, there once was a road known by most locals as the Never-Ending Road. Specifically, the road's true name was Lester Road. Now, over 20 years later, the landscape of Corona has changed and the Never-Ending Road is no more. However, years ago, Lester Road was an unlit road that people claim became a never-ending road when driven at night. The people who made such a drive were never seen from again. The legend became so well known that people refused to even drive Lester Road during the day. One night, like many teens my age, I drove up Lester Road, but only a short distance, and in my headlights, it did look like it went on forever. Frightened, I quickly turned around, because if I continued up the road, I thought I might never return again. Perpetuation of the legends convinced local law enforcement to investigate. Leicester Road took a sharp left turn at its end, and there were no guardrails. Beyond the curve lay a canyon, and on the other side of the canyon was another road that lined up so well with Leicester Road that when viewed from the correct angle, especially at night, the canyon vanished from sight, and the road seemed to continue on up and over the hill on the other side of the canyon. Upon the investigation of the canyon, dozens of cars were found, fallen to their doom, with the decomposing bodies of the victims still strapped to their seats. Seed by Unknown. What a fun day in school today. We learned about little seeds and how when you plant them in the ground, they grow into something even bigger that's more special and change into something different. I told Mom all about it when I got home. I can't wait to tell her more, but she's a little worried right now. She's busy looking for my baby brother Sam, but he's okay. He's small too, and I can't wait to show her what he changes into.